Hi, this is Linda Lingo, financial coach and money mama mentor. Today I'd like to talk to you about tax preparation. Okay, how did that make you feel preparing for your taxes? A little anxiety, a little stress. Some of you might be overwhelmed by the thought of starting to prepare for your tax return. Hey, I hear you. I've been there, I've done it. So that's why I want to offer 3 useful tips today on how you can make this a less stressful time in March. So first of all, I want to offer that it takes organization. Now, I know that's not probably what you wanted to hear, but it does require some effort on your part, and organization is the big one. You know, throwing your receipts into a shoebox is so old school. So let's talk about how to get organized so we're not left in the dark, so to speak, or pulling out our hair. First of all, let's get organized. 3 different areas. Your income. So by income, I mean you're probably going to get a W-2 or a 1099, or you might have dividend income. You might be a solopreneur and have a Schedule C that shows your income. Or you might be part of a partnership and have a K-1, which you probably won't get until the end of March. And if you're a solopreneur, let's make sure you're keeping those business expenses separate from your personal expenses. It'll make life so much easier. So all of those forms you either get emailed or mailed to you. So make sure you print them and put them in a folder. Mark it 2020 tax income. So it's handy and it's ready for you when you start inputting it into your tax return. The second area is expenses, and that's probably the area most of us dread because that's where we're got all those receipts, and Lord knows where all those receipts go. You know, we have good intentions. So what I would, there's actually 3 ways to manage your receipts, your expenses. You can do it old school. You can keep those paper receipts and you can throw it into a folder. I actually have color-coded folders for different categories, and I have a running tally. It just makes it easy at tax preparing time. I just pull it out. I got my total. If you don't like doing, paper, you can still do a spreadsheet, and you can scan your receipts and manage that way, or you can use an app and also scan your receipts, and they go into the cloud. I'm not sure where this cloud is, but anyway, so let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments. Do you use a paper and folder? Do you use a spreadsheet, or do you use an app? And which app? What works for you? Love to hear your comments. So those are your expenses, and we need to make sure that we track our expenses, and you need to know what categories there are. So the biggies are like your mortgage interest deduction, your medical expenses is a big one. If you bought some large ticket items, you might have paid sales tax, and so you want to make sure you keep track of that. Because you don't know if you're going to be able to use the standard deduction or deduct all of your expenses until you know what that expense total is. That's why you need to keep track of all these receipts and have a total so you know what you're comparing against the standard deduction. Okay, so you've input your income, you've put in your expenses, and doggone it, you owe taxes. So the third way to get organized is to pay yourself, not the IRS. I'm a firm believer in paying myself before I pay the government. And the way to do this is open an individual retirement account, an IRA. Now you can open and fund it up to the day you file your tax return. And you can fund it $6,000 for 2020. If you're 50 or older, you can add another $1,000, so $7,000 for this year. So that's how you pay yourself, not the IRS. So I've given you 3 ways, 3 topics to get organized when you're preparing your taxes so that you're not overwhelmed, stressed out, and anxious. If you want to get all the details, because there's a lot more details in my blog, click the link below and you can read it there. And let me know if you're listening to this live or replay. Love to hear from you. And this is Linda Lingo, financial coach, money mama mentor. Have a great day.